Hey guys, Moon Mama here. It has been a while since I have posted a video in the Goddess series, so I figured that I would go ahead and start filming the next goddess in the series, and it is Demeter. So I'm going to read you the myth and the meaning from the Dark Goddesses Oracle deck. Okay, so the myth in the guidebook says Demeter is the Greek goddess of the harvest, grains, and fertility. She is a shapeshifter who can take many forms, including that of a beautiful woman with golden hair or a horse. Demeter's name can be translated to Earth Mother, and she is a guardian of both parents and their children. She taught humans how to plant and harvest crops. Demeter is a protective and loving mother to her own daughter, Persephone. When Persephone was abducted to the underworld, Demeter fought bravely and with righteous anger to rescue her. So that is the myth in the book. And there's some information that I looked up to present to you guys about Demeter. Demeter is the Greek Olympian goddess of harvest, fertility, and earth. Although being known as a grain goddess, she also appeared to be a goddess of health, birth, marriage, and she had connections to the underworld. According to Greek tradition, Demeter is the second child of the titans Rhea and Cronus, and sister to Hestia, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, and Zeus. Like her other siblings, minus Zeus, she was swallowed by her father as a baby and rescued by Zeus. Through her brother Zeus, she became the mother of Persephone, a fertility goddess, also known as a resurrection deity. One of the most notable hymns, the Homeric hymn to Demeter, tells the story of her daughter Persephone's abduction by Hades and Demeter's search for her. So, Demeter's grief then caused a long famine until an agreement was struck that would allow Persephone to split her time between the underworld and the surface. This cycle is the mythological explanation of the seasons. When Persephone returned to the surface, Demeter's joy would bring spring and summer, causing crops to flourish. Demeter was depicted as a very maternal and determined woman with long blonde hair, and she usually would be depicted in a green dress, sometimes wearing a crown of grain. Her emotions are directly linked to the seasons. Her animal companions, she was associated with several sacred animals, including pigs, serpents, turtle doves, and geckos. But pigs were considered her favorite animal. The pig's connection to fertility made it sacred to her. Pigs were also sacrificed in her honor at festivals that were held for Demeter. Her color companions are green and gold, of course representing growth and harvest. And then also black and dark brown, they kind of represented like the soil, the fertile soil. Plant and herb correspondences for Demeter are wheat, barley, poppy, mint, sunflowers, daisies, and also fig and ash trees. Incense that you could burn for Demeter would be more earthy, like patchouli, sandalwood, maybe some floral scents, rosemary, myrrh. Crystals that I found that correspond with Demeter are garnet, emerald, amber, moonstone, and citrine. Symbols: the cornucopia, corn, a sheaf of wheat, a torch, crown of grain, or a gold sickle could all be symbols representing Demeter. And then tarot companions, cards that kind of resonate with Demeter in the tarot world would be the Empress. Sorry, the lighting sucks. But the Empress, which represents nurturing, cycles, abundance, and fertility. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune, representing the cycles of life, of course. And another card that kind of resonates with Demeter would be the Seven of Pentacles, patience and long-term growth. Fun facts about Demeter: her Roman name was Ceres, which is her Roman equivalent. Once when she was angry, she transformed a young man into a gecko. In some regions, she was called Black Demeter. This was after she transformed into a mare to escape her brother Poseidon, who raped her in a disguised form. Afterwards, she dressed in black and mourned in a cave. Can't blame the girl. That is traumatizing. Although Demeter is a harsh and loving goddess, her personality is a mixture of maternal love and protective wrath. She is capable of generosity, but also known for her anger and vengeful actions. Offerings that you could give Demeter if you feel drawn to her or decided to work with her would be grains, bread, grapes, olives, corn, mint, acorns, clovers, wheat stalks, poppies, and honey. And you could also compose like a poem or a hymn. Could be your own work or reciting an existing one to her. Candles such as green, brown, or gold, even navy, could be used as offerings to Demeter. And you would call upon Demeter for blessings on your crops or your harvest, protection for your children, and also for yourself. She's a protector of the children and the parents. For fertility, or just in general all-around abundance, would be a reason to call upon Demeter. You could begin with a simple incantation or prayer acknowledging her and the reasons why you are calling upon her. Places and ways to honor Demeter would be like simple gardening and harvesting. Honor her in your own garden, perhaps. Visit or create a sacred grove, because Demeter was associated with groves. Some ancient sanctuaries are dedicated to Demeter and can be found in Sicily, Italy, and a Greek island of Crete. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. That's what I'm getting from it. But that is the information that I found on Demeter. I really enjoyed learning about her, as I do all the goddesses. But now we are going to go back, and I'm going to go ahead and read you the meaning of this card for us. I read you the myth before I read you my information. Now we're going to do the meaning. Demeter calls on you to appreciate the abundance that surrounds you. Don't focus solely on material wealth, but instead the abundance of what brings happiness and fulfillment to you and your family and loved ones. Bask in love, nature, art, and good food. Plant seeds of gratitude and generosity in your life, and you will reap a bountiful harvest. Sharing your prosperity with others will only multiply and spread that joy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video on Demeter. Let me know in the comments if any of you work with her or have worked with her, or if you know any information that I maybe did not disclose. I would love to know. Until next time, stay magical.